this is how to have the perfect day in Hollywood studios.
And with Disney's new Lightning Lane multi-pass system, some things have changed.
What?
Yeah, another change.
No, you've changed.
Me? No, it's the system.
No, you've changed.
It's the system. We are spending this entire perfect day testing out the new Lightning Lane multi-pass system. So if you don't know what any of this is, if you don't know what we're talking about, there used to be a skip the line service called Genie Plus. You use the Lightning Lanes, but now there's a new system called Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. It kind of sounds a little familiar, right? Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is a one-time pass that lets you skip that line at most of the rides in Disney World. To do so, you're gonna book some Lightning Lanes times. You can hold up to 3 Lightning Lanes at a time. These are offered for a date-based, park-based fee, and you can purchase the option for your first park of the day. So if you're park hopping, no stress, you're just gonna book for your first park rather than your second. Lightning Lane Single Pass is a one-ride a la carte selection for the more popular rides here in Disney World. These are also offered for the date-based and ride-based fee. For example, here in Hollywood Studios, that single pass is gonna be for Rise of the Resistance. You can purchase Lightning Lanes before heading into the park, 7 days in advance. That's the biggest change. If you're not staying on Disney World property though, no stress, 3 days in advance, you can kind of book your Lightning Lanes if you're not staying here at Disney World. If you want to learn a little bit more, Quincy actually did kind of a crash course video. You can learn everything there is, just 15 minutes. It feels new, it feels a little stressful. Do not stress at all. We've got you covered. That's exactly what we're doing today.
I feel so strange right now.
Not roped on this.
Not being like super crazy pressed for time.
We were talking last night, like, what time do you want to park? And I was like, probably like 8:15, 8:30. And he was like, I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to do that. And I literally stepped back. I literally don't know what else to do. So we're trying something new, and I'm really excited. We're putting the system to the test.
We really are. But we're gonna start with some coffee and breakfast before the rides begin.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm having car palpitations.
What is that?
This is my koozie I brought from home.
You brought
and I'm very excited about it.
You brought a koozie for your coffee?
Yeah.
A little coffee koozie?
A coffee koozie. Because my hands get cold. So I have to have a koozie. It was $1 at the Target dollar section for 2.
Oh my gosh.
All right, now we have our coffees. We'll talk about them in a moment, but we are trying out something that neither of us had yet, and I am apprehensive. It's the new waffle platter here at Fairfax Pier. Thank you, Vanna. And it has replaced what was previously my favorite breakfast in Hollywood Studios. It's $9.49. It's regular Mickey waffles, no blueberries, but it comes with a side of bacon. So we're gonna see, does it hold up, or am I starting a riot right here, right now?
Well, you traded out some blueberries for some bacon. Traded out a B for a B.
But is it worth that B?
I think it's always worth a good B.
But I don't know that it is worth that B. So that's what we have to find out. I mean, they smell pretty good. They come with syrup. They look like good Mickey waffles, but I'm just noticing a serious lack of blueberry. I don't know. I clearly had a lot of it. My caramel macchiato.
She looked at me, she giggled, and she went, I'm getting offended.
Listen, I'm tired today. I'm really excited about this though. I love this.
Iced vanilla latte with the vanilla sweet cream cold foam. I am a creature of habit.
Magic.
Always a magic.
It's magic.
Wow.
We're like breaking the fourth wall.
I know. How meta is this? This is basically a mirror of cameras.
I do this with all of our stuff though. Sage and my husband and Quincy have all requested that I handle
your three most important people in your life.
My 3 guys have all requested that I stop handling my phone the way I handle my phone. And I haven't.
Let's dig in.
I was just thinking waffles. We are getting an early start, but we're also splitting some waffles today because it comes with 3. And neither of us are starving yet, so waffle. I miss the blueberry waffles. They were my preferred. I will just say that I miss them. I think that they were more exciting. I think they were more unique. These are very good, but I also think you can get this at your resort if you want them. And so, they are very good. If you want a Mickey waffle, come get a Mickey waffle. Am I thrilled about the change? No, I am not.
Ditto. They're literally just plain Mickey waffles. I mean, I think the thing that like drew you to this place was the fact that they were really the only place
You could get the
blueberry Mickey waffles, which is kind of a shame.
It is a shame.
And the bacon is not. I will say it. Bacon's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it.
Not over blueberry.
Blueberry.
But one positive note.
What? Oh.
This is a more full meal to split. That's the only thing I will give. Like if you have 3 kids and they each are going to eat one Mickey waffle and they each want a piece of bacon, you split that up.
Being very nice.
I don't think it's. I mean, I'm just trying to be honest. I think that there is value in it.
I think the value here is like. I'm not a huge fan. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of blueberry pancakes or like waffles or whatever. So like this is definitely better for picky eaters. I'm not a picky eater, but it's like, oh, this is just like a normal thing.
Yeah. All right, now that we have had our hearty breakfast and we were very intentionally close to the Tower of Terror, we're going to use our first lightning lane of the day for this really fun Twilight Zone themed drop ride that is concerning for some who might be scared of heights.
But that's not you anymore.
That's not me anymore. I don't know what happened, but I'm super excited about it. It's been a very recent change, but I'm very proud of myself. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay. 11:15.
We're in, baby. Now, this is the one thing I have noticed that, in case you're curious, if you use Genie Plus in the past, for these bigger rides like Tower of Terror, you actually have to tap twice before you can make that new Lightning Lane multi-pass. So we're gonna run to the top in like a metaphorical sense. We're really gonna, we're really working our way up there.
You know, like when there's a field of daisies
and you're frolicking,
but you're running in slow motion towards the other
that's
thing.
us.
We are on one side, and the lightning tap is on the other.
It's on the other side, and then we're gonna make a new Lightning Lane multi-pass. Right. I'm eager to see how the day goes. So far, Sage and I have only used it in not every park just yet.
I just want you to know I've been writing a book. It's called Toucan and the Macabre.
And
it's about 2 star-crossed birds. One destined for fame, one destined for prison.
Twist ending, I hope.
Yes, the one for fame goes to prison. No two. No two. Can I get some merch?
Yeah, have you seen the new AllEars?
The new AllEars?
Oh.
Show me the new AllEars. Wow.
That's cute.
Those are the new AllEars.
They're new AllEars. All right, continuing on with our goals to not wait in any lines.
None.
No lines, hopefully.
Hopefully.
We are not including shows in that unless there is a line for said show. Luckily, there is not one for Frozen right now.
Yeah.
This is the 11:30 show, so pretty early. Does not look full at all. This is one of my favorite shows in this park. It's where you get to go and listen to some Arendelle historians retell the story of Frozen. You sing some songs. Anna and Elsa are there. Kristoff is there, and it's genuinely pretty funny because of the historians.
Now, if you don't know what a troll is, it's probably for the best. They got these cute little googly eyes, they got a little apple-shaped head, their feet smell like Fritos. I'm thinking of a chihuahua.
That's a chihuahua. Yeah, that's
different.
A chihuahua.
There's a great repeatability factor because of the historians. Each actor kind of brings their own take.
Elsa stole the crown. That's called grand larceny. Can you say larceny? Very good. We're like Epcot up here.
And they have a different chemistry and different jokes that they do. So if you thought you've seen it before and you're like, oh, I've seen the show before, definitely try coming again because you might get some new jokes. You might get a completely different vibe. It really changes. These historians change the entire show based on what's happening.
I'm going to sit right in the palm of his hand. Watch this. Oh, look, I fit.
It's also a great way to get out of the heat because it's a very cold theater. It's pretty dark in there as well. And you can bring your drinks inside.
Yes, I was literally about to say that. For an indoor theater, that's pretty uncommon. The fact that you can bring your drinks in here is a plus. Yeah, you totally could. 1,000%. How much is it? 70. That's not bad. I mean, that's less. Sorry, it is expensive. It's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, this one is more. It's not 3 down, so that one's actually only 65.
But like 70 is like the average price of like a spirit, like a nice spirit jersey.
And this comes with weird at the park.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can because you're an adult.
But it's not costing us my outfit.
Well,
All right.
I don't want to win. But we never fully know the words.
No, I don't know. I've only ever heard him sing that song. I heard it for the first time ever.
You only ever heard who sing this song?
You.
Me?
You.
You're
I'm not
kidding.
lying. The first time I ever heard that song, like the song was last week, sitting eating some cheesecake
Who was
at Pop Century.
singing it?
It was like over the
Oh my
speakers.
god.
And I couldn't talk about my cheesecake because I kept thinking like, stage? It was crazy. So here is the deal for us. We made these lightning lanes 3 days in advance because we are not staying at a resort right now.
Yep.
And so a lot of ours are for later in the day, which you're gonna see if you're not able to book them that 7 days out. A lot of the times are going to start getting a little bit later just because you're getting, your lightning lanes after other people have.
Yeah.
So we have a big break. It's noon-ish,
Yeah.
a little bit past noon. Our next lightning lane is not until like 3:30, 3:40.
Yeah.
So now this is a great time for us to do some shows, maybe grab a drink, just have a really nice time.
Lunch?
A little, maybe lunch will be after our show. Like there's
I
so
think
many
so.
options. So we've got some time to kill, and I think, where do you want to grab a drink today?
Well, I think we should show people that we can grab a drink and also see a show at the same time.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Absolutely. Something I do want to say is that something very exciting happening tomorrow. I actually do have a hotel reservation tomorrow, and so we're actually going to show the difference of what we can do using multipass with a hotel reservation versus without a hotel reservation. So that video is going to come up on the channel soon. So anyway, I think we should just do like a nice. I'm a TuneIn Lounge.
I knew you were going to say tuna, so that
Individual.
sounds delish.
Are you sure? Because I know you're.
I do baseline a lot, and I'm happy to mix it up. Yeah, so tune in.
TuneIn Lounge is connected to 50's Primetime Cafe. It is a retro-themed bar where you're transported back to the golden age. We're talking the 50s. And as you can see in the decor, they have these cute little these chairs, these old-timey TVs playing black and white television shows. Now you can't sit at the bar, but you can also take drinks to go, which is what we're going to do today. The TuneIn Lounge is a great place for you to grab a drink while you are waiting for your name to be called at 50's Primetime Cafe.
Here we are, TuneIn Lounge with Miss Angela Lansbury, apparently. And this is what we grabbed. We're kind of hanging out by the bookshelf right now. I ended up going with the loaded Schaffelhofer, which is really exciting. It's the grapefruit Hefeweizen beer that you can get at Epcot, but if you get it loaded, you can get a shot of Deep Eddy's ruby red grapefruit vodka in it, which is, I just think, really exciting and very tasty. And then Sage, what do you have today?
Shocking no one. I got a Manhattan. I know. It is in a plastic cup, which is typically not okay, but that's okay because we're getting it to go.
We're on our way to a show.
That's right. A Manhattan is basically whiskey, vermouth, and cherries.
No. And Miss Julie gave him about 18 cherries.
No,
So shout out Julie.
We made friends. Thanks, Julie.
So we've got our drinks to go. I'm gonna taste mine on our way, so that way once we get to the theater, we don't have to speak over the actors.
Wait a minute. What's happening right now?
I did it. I walked. I kept walking. Aren't you so proud of me?
Just so we know what that was. Emma does not do well walking and drinking.
I can't do it without a straw.
Listen, I am a proud friend.
Thank you. It was the slowest walk ever in history, but my feet kept moving.
Yes.
I really like this. I've gotten this several times. It's light, it's sweet, and that's really all I ever need.
Yes.
A sweet drink.
A sweet drink.
Sweet drink.
Was my nickname in college.
You had a lot of nicknames in college.
Here's what I'll say. A Manhattan is one of those things that doesn't have a lot of ingredients, but it's still pretty hard to make, which is why huge shout out to the bartenders here at Hollywood Studios specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like Hollywood Studios low-key has some of the best bartenders in all of Disney World.
Totally agree.
TuneIn Lounge, Brown Derby, some really, really incredible drinks. Now it's important to know that's why I wanted to go to TuneIn Lounge, because it is a full bar. Yeah, they have specialty beverages, but you can get whatever you want. So if you want a rum and coke, a whiskey, ginger, Long Island, whatever
Whatever you want.
That which is an alcoholic beverage and not just an iced tea.
I know that now.
Just saying it out loud. You can. That's for you. So let's go enjoy some theater.
This is one of my favorite tips. If you are going to be using any of Disney Skip the Line services, obviously Lightning Lane Multipass, is while you're stacking your Lightning Lanes, oftentimes I like to sleep in a little. I don't always want a rope drop, although rope drop is a great way to maximize your day.
We kind of slept in a little bit
We
today.
slept in a little today. We're having a really nice leisurely morning, and a lot of our Lightning Lanes kick in towards the evening.
Yeah.
And so while we're kind of waiting on that, we're just having a really chill day and watching a lot of shows, which I think is the best time to get out of the heat in the middle of the day.
Agreed.
So this is kind of how I like to do my day.
And then once that 5 o'clock time frame hits, we just hit the ground running.
Exactly, and we're gonna have a lot of really fun times, and they don't even know this, but update from our breakfast conversation, we did get a Lightning Lane for Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, yeah.
So I was really excited about that, and lots of fun to come, but lots of fun happening right now too.
Beauty and the Beast Live on Stage is about a 25-minute experience that is a retelling of the classic Disney movie Beauty and the Beast, with live performers, live singers, dancers, and characters. You're gonna hear some of your favorite songs like Beauty and the Beast, my favorite song, the Mob song. Why? Because conflict is important.
Mobs.
Because I love mobs. Gaston, some of those tunes. Remember that when they used to kiss at the end of that?
Yeah, now they just touch foreheads.
Weirdos.
It's just not as fun.
It's just not as fun. It's
but,
not
sanitary.
Remember when they used to release doves?
That I do not.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast, ha, ha, ha. On the very last, doves would fly up behind them. Yeah.
Dang. That stinks.
Yeah, but also sanitary.
Yeah, that's true. Fair. I love that show though.
Me too. It's definitely dated. That same kind of version of the show has been around for a while. Just even with like the costumes, it all feels very 90s. But that show is still one of the highest rated shows, get on a guest satisfaction level in all of Disney World. And I truly believe it is just because of the nostalgia that show brings. The music, the costumes, the story. It's just so nostalgic and like that pure at heart, true Disney.
Yeah, I mean, even today, when the Beast, when the prince becomes a beast in the beginning.
Did you cry?
I didn't, but the people around us gasped.
Like, oh!
It was really sweet. I really enjoyed it, and I think you can just feel the Disney magic in it.
Yeah.
I have a request before lunch.
You have a request before lunch,
Yeah.
Okay?
We've still got a little time to kill.
Yeah.
And I really want to watch Muppet Vision. And there's no way.
That's your request before lunch?
Yeah, unless you want to do lunch then Muppet
Are we doing pizza?
But we're watching Muppet Vision.
Here's my thing. We're definitely going to do Muppet Vision. My only thing about doing lunch first is that then we sit in a dark theater and let our food settle.
And we go sleepy.
Maybe it's not a good idea.
I would get sleepy, but I'm down for lunch right now.
Okay, let's...
What if we flip a coin? I don't have a real coin, but I do know that Siri will do it. Because again, I actually do this a lot.
Okay.
So what do you want heads to be?
Heads makes sense that it's Muppet Vision.
Okay. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Tails. There you go, lunch. There you go. Where are you taking it?
Hey Siri. Wait. Okay, yeah.
Okay. We discussed two options. Hollywood Studios has some really fun quick service options. One of my favorites is ABC Commissary.
And one of my favorites is Backlot Express. We've done Docking Bay 7 recently.
So we want to mix it up.
We want to mix it up a little bit.
We recently did Pizza Rizzo.
Yeah, Rosie's is not our favorite. So
And we want a chance to sit inside, which is kind of taking out Woody's lunchbox.
yes.
So we whittled down to ABC or backlot.
Since I made the call for the last one, what do you want to be heads?
We'll do heads for ABC.
Heads for ABC.
Hey Siri, flip a coin. Heads this time.
ABC. Are you mobile ordering?
I'm on the way. I'm actually texting Cassie from Disney Food Blog about ACOTAR, but I can mobile order, yes.
They're trying to get me to be a part of a book
Please
club.
sound off in the comments. We really want him to join our book club. We're pretty excited about it.
We're going to ABC Commissary, which is kind of themed to like a cafeteria that would be at a TV studio backlot kind of scenario. So you're going to see a lot of giant posters of ABC shows because it's the ABC Commissary. So you'll see things like Live with Kelly and Mark, Celebrity Family Feud, The Goldbergs, Jimmy Kimmel, all the shows that you would see on ABC. They have all these like cute little memorabilia things. But the food you can get here is your basic theme park food, but they have some fun different things that we really enjoy. Like, you really like the shrimp tacos, right?
Yes, that's actually what I'm getting.
Oh, perfect. Typically I would go for the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich, but I think I'm going to do the chicken club sandwich today.
You're mixing it up.
Mixing it up. All right, so this is our haul from ABC Commissary. Emma got the shrimp tacos, which is sauteed shrimp on flour tortillas, topped with cabbage slaw, chipotle mayonnaise, and mango salsa, served with Mexican rice and pork black beans, topped with queso fresco. And I got something simple. Just want to see what?
They didn't have any honey mustard.
Ranch is perfect.
So I got you ranch, ketchup, and a packet of mayonnaise, and a knife in case you need to shred your ketchup.
Oh, does she know me or does she know me?
I didn't know. I wasn't 100% sure, so I got you a little everything.
I love it. You're very sweet. I went simple. I got the chicken club sandwich, which is marinated chicken, bacon, provolone, avocado ranch, lettuce, and tomatoes served on a toasted brioche bun with your choice of side. I went with fries. You could opt for other things like apple slices, but steak fries was the way to go for me. For someone who's looking to not go the chicken finger route, the fried sort of route, this is a great lighter option. The chicken, I'll be honest, is a little dry, but I love the avocado ranch. It's really tasty. The brioche bun. Was it brioche? Yeah, brioche bun. It's kind of toasted, which is nice. Overall, it's just like a lighter option that I could definitely fill up and carry out the rest of the day without feeling gross.
Yeah. I love these shrimp tacos. ABC several years ago was bad. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it was not good at all.
Yep.
And when they revamped the menu, this is one of the things that they brought in that I really, really loved. I still really love it. The shrimp is never too overcooked, but it's never undercooked. The pineapple and different kind of sauce, like pico de gallo on top, is always fairly fresh, which is not always true for a quick service.
Yeah.
And I really love the spicy crema on top. It's not really spicy. It's Disney spicy,
right,
but it has a little bit of a kick just so you know that it's there. I think it's fresh and exciting, and I really like it.
Hey, Emma.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're to sleep here.
As sweetie.
I told you. I tried to tell him.
After a nice lunch.
It's time for Sage's nap.
No, I'm not going to sleep. You can't make me. Immediately falls asleep.
You're like my child. You can't make me.
Yeah, I won't nap. No.
We're going to avoid napping in Muppet.
You're not my real mom.
You're not my mom.
But we are going to go see a show, Muppet Vision 3D. It's one of our favorite shows, specifically because we love the Muppets and we love this nostalgia. The Muppets are basically showing you everything they know about 3D. They're putting on a full show for us, from musical numbers to science experiments.
And a glorious tribute to all countries, but mostly
America.
I love that show, but I got sleepy.
I am also sleepy.
I'm sleepy.
I was sleepy before we literally even went in there. So I feel that on a deep level.
Yeah, sometimes that's just Disney though. The moment you sit down, you're like, Oh, I haven't stopped moving for days.
Especially in a dark theater with nice AC and comfy seats.
Love that show though. It's very cute, it's very silly, and I'm glad it's still around.
I am too. There was a point where they were going to make a lot of, at the time, MGM Studios, like there was going to be Muppets galore.
It's Muppet Land.
Muppet, like, it's wild. So I'm glad we still have some remnants of that, especially if you love the Muppets just like we do.
And now it's finally time for our next lightning.
Yes, we're going from sleepy to you better get amped.
Wake up!
Wake up! What is that song? Wake up! Table.
You and Quincy do that song. I don't know that song.
You guys know what that song is.
You guys know that song.
Wake up! I don't know the words. Just to wake us up, we're gonna go head to head in some Midway games here in Toy Story's Midway Mania. Look at that arm. She's stretching. She said, "Let's get down to business to throw darts at balloons."
Oh, I was gonna say break those plates.
To break those damn plates. Toy Story Mania is an arcade-style attraction where you are playing Midway games underneath Andy's bed. The Toy Story characters have set up a bunch of different Midway games, and you're competing to get the highest score within your ride vehicle. We are finally going to get to use our lightning lane, which means we can finally choose another one. Hopefully, if other things are available.
One thing I love that has stayed around since the new Switch, 2 tips kind of in one. You can tap in 5 minutes early to your lightning lane.
Yes, there's a grace period.
Really exciting. So we're going to tap in about 5 minutes early. And then the other thing is, as soon as we tap in for this one, we can go ahead and make our next lightning lane, which that's kind of a twofer, because if you remember to go 5 minutes early, you might be able to get a lightning lane that
before anybody
otherwise
else
would have been gone.
Yeah. Now, Midway Mania is a 3D style attraction as well, so you're going to have to wear your 3D glasses, but the controversy continues on. What do? Do you wear your 3D glasses, or do you go without 3D glasses? Unique people like Quincy say no 3D glasses. She gets scores better that way. I say 3D glasses. I say 3D glasses are the way to go. We got a Smuggler's Run,
Yes.
lightning lane, which we may or may switch up depending on
If I can
what's
switch
happening.
it, I will, just out of preference.
Yeah.
But we have another lightning lane.
And on top of that, so which means we're just gonna go back to back to back to back to back. But I do think we have some time. Yeah. Are we gonna do Indiana Jones?
It looks like an Indiana Jones moment.
Ah, I love
Very
it.
excited. Another tip that we found has been really working for us today is modify as much as you can. It's not been perfect by any means. It's been fairly simple though. This morning when I first got here, my Tower of Terror was not until about 3 o'clock. Obviously we were able to modify that to much earlier in the day, and then just now our Smuggler's Run was for almost 8 o'clock. It was like 7:45. And I just modified it to 4:30. So that means we're gonna get to make several more lightning lanes than we would have, which is very exciting.
Now let me preface that we are going to be doing a lot of overlapping. So just be very conscious of your time about how long it takes to get from point A to point B, because yes, there are grace periods, and sometimes they'll be a little lenient if you end up being earlier or a little bit late. But we have missed several lightning lanes in our time because
Not
we've been
today.
Not today, but it's because we've crunched too many things together. So just be wary. Obviously, be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive, but also be aware that the more you crunch together, the more you're kind of hustling through the park.
But one thing I do like about this new system is it shows you your other lightning lane times when you go to modify. So that way it shows you and you can really decide, okay, do I think I can make it from this one to the next one? And then that's up to you. In the past, it did not show you your other times when you modified. You just selected and moved on and hoped it worked out.
Fingers crossed.
So I really like that that's a new feature that they're doing. I got that 4:30 Smugglers, so that way we could make more lightning lanes. But Mickey and Minnie's had already run out for the day. Well, I just got a Mickey and Minnie's. It just popped up and it's for like 8 p.m. and that means we might get less lightning lanes, but it's a ride I preferred and the lightning lanes had been gone for it all day. So that's one thing I've really found, as well as checking back, especially in the later afternoon, when people realize, hey, we might not be there at 8 p.m. and they cancel that. So I'm excited. I did sacrifice an earlier lightning lane for a later one, but it was for a ride I wanted more. So you just have to decide which you care about the most, multiple lightning lanes or riding that one ride. For me, it was riding that one ride. Now Sage and I are on our way to Indiana Jones, the epic stunt spectacular. We are headed in for the last show of this one today, I believe, and I'm really excited. They show you how Indiana Jones does the stunts in his show, what kind of team it takes to make sure those stunts get done, and you get to see Indiana Jones's Harrison Ford's stunt double. It's really neat, especially for maybe the more action-packed lovers in your family. Dad might not want to watch Frozen, or maybe he does, but if he doesn't want to watch Frozen, he might want to watch Indiana Jones. Modifying is really popping off this afternoon because that 8 p.m. Mickey and Minnie I just told you about, I just got it for $4.15. Which is really, really exciting. But again, that just really goes to show you, don't give up hope. Just because something might be gone does not mean it's gonna be gone all day long. And I have honestly not been on my phone that much refreshing and checking. So I've been really casual about it, just kind of in between stops. And it worked out really well. So now we're in line for Indy. And we're gonna learn how to do some stunts. Fun fact, you can bring any of your own food and drink that you want to in here, but in case you decide a little bit too late that that's what you want, they have some beer and some sodas and things kind of pre-ready over here, as well as some popcorn and cotton candy. And because we're here a little bit early on the earlier side, we're gonna get pretty good seats, which I'm excited about. All right, that was it. There was a lot of stunts, a lot of pyros, very cool. Now, it actually did start a little bit differently than it normally starts. They made an announcement as the show was starting that the opening scene, the really cool Mayan temple scene with the rolling boulder, it wasn't working, unfortunately, because of technical difficulties. So it was a little bit of a modified show, but we still got to watch it, which means we got to watch all 3 shows today, which the live shows. There's still technically Vacation Fun and Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which we might wander over to. But overall, it was a really great day. Still, we have waited in no lines, and we're getting to ride one of my favorites. We're on our way right now to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and actually it kind of worked out perfectly because of the time of my adjusted lightning lane, we were going towards the end of our lightning lane window, but because that first scene wasn't working, we get to go even sooner. We're not crunching time at all. We're gonna ride Mickey and Minnie, and then we're gonna ride Rock and Roller Coaster, and just lots of fun and exciting stuff is going on, and I'm very happy about it. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, it's right here in Chinese Theater. It's a really neat trackless ride. You gotta get to literally go into the story with Mickey and Minnie. Chaos ensues. Goofy's a train driver. Mickey and Minnie are cowboys, and also they're swimming, and we maybe go over the edge of the waterfall, and then we're kind of in a factory. I don't know, a lot happens, but it's a lot of fun, and we're gonna tap into the lightning lanes. Hopping off, but as always, hi Walt. I'm holding my phone in my hand so I can't wave good. Hi Walt. That's my favorite.
I think
Maybe not my real favorite, but like when I get off, I feel like warm and fuzzy.
for sure. Well, because it's Mickey Mouse, and then like, and how often? How often? There are none. There are no rides that star Mickey Mouse other than this one.
This is his only ride.
This is the one, not including Vacation Fun.
True.
I love the tech of this. I love all the Easter eggs. The tech meaning instead of making 2D things 3D, they make 3D things 2D, which I think is fun. So many like fun Easter eggs if you love Disney and just Mickey Mouse in general. So cute.
It's just cute, and it just, again, makes me feel warm and fuzzy. And now we're going in like the complete opposite direction, I'd say.
Emma, can I ask you an extremely personal question?
I'm gonna say no, and you're gonna say well, and then ask the question. So no.
Well, when's the last time you were on Rock and Roller Coaster?
I don't know.
It was before the refurbishment, right?
It was, I believe, before the refurbishment.
Same. This is my first time. So Rock and Roller Coaster's been down for quite some time, and it just reopened. This month, it's been completely refurbished. And by that, I mean, we don't know what they did to it.
But it was closed for a long time, several months.
So here's what I have heard. I've actually just heard from some of my friends who have ridden it that they're like, wow, it's smoother. And I can't tell if... Yeah, and I can't tell if them that's going, wow, they really did refurbish it like it's like a placebo, or... So I'm hoping it's smoother.
I think that's giving placebo, but we're about to put it to the test.
Let's put it to the test. Rock and Roller Coaster is an indoor coaster attraction where you hop into a super stretch limousine and you are on your way to an Aerosmith concert. It's the only roller coaster in Walt Disney World to go upside down. It's got an awesome launch and it's themed to Aerosmith and his music. I'm feeling very grateful. Grateful?
I'm feeling very grateful.
I'm feeling very grateful for a Lightning Lane Multipass right now because the standby line is currently 65-minute wait. That's around the normal time you're going to see. The average is probably an hour, maybe to 80 minutes long. But it also has a single rider line, and that single rider line is not to be trusted.
Honestly, the worst single rider in Disney World.
Yeah, sometimes it's as long, if not longer, than the standby line.
Currently closed.
Oh, it is closed. Well, that's good. Now I'm feeling even more grateful. Hey, so you know like how like friends like us get each other gifts? And you know, some people are like, hey, I named a star after you.
You're really hoping, huh? You're really setting up a bid that's dangerous.
Really,
What if it doesn't work?
I'm really hoping it's still there.
Question while we're waiting on to see
My
if
bid
this
to land.
is still happening.
Yeah.
Would you rather do Star Tours or Alien Swirling Saucers? Because you know what we've done? We've gotten all the big lightning lanes today.
Hey. Also, is that even a question?
Well, I mean, I have my preference, but I respect other people's choices.
What is your preference?
I love Star Tours.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fry. I mean, ideally, maybe we'll get the other, but you know.
Well, we'll see. Well, what else do we have to do, Lightning Lane wise?
We have Slinky Dog later. We have Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And then we have now Star Tours and Rise.
And that's it. Other than Alien Swirling Saucer. Wow.
And because we didn't use it for the...
And we saw both shows.
We saw 3 shows, Sage.
What's the third show? Muppet Vision.
We saw Indiana Jones.
That's what I mean. I was counting Indiana Jones and Frozen.
And we watched Beauty and the Beast.
And Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
3 shows and Muppet Vision. Whoa.
And we had a long lunch, and we had a drink. And we had a sit-down breakfast, and we did not rope drop. Stay!
I didn't buy you a star. I bought you a marble.
No.
That one's yours.
No.
I named it. I did. I named it.
What'd you name it?
Penelope. Because I know how much you love Bridgerton.
I do love Bridgerton.
Rotan!
I'm really scared. Oh. I'm really scared of the back.
Wow, it's so smooth.
Well, it was the same. It's the exact same.
It's the exact same
Do you
thing.
know the one thing that I was like, maybe it's this? The paint was brighter.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. It was a little brighter in there, which was nice.
But that was really all I noticed.
Yeah, a solid roller coaster, definitely very bumpy. Especially the further back you sit, the more your head kind of tends to whip around, which is not my favorite kind of roller coaster. But I do like that it goes upside down. I do love the launch. The music is a lot of fun, so I like it.
I love coaster. I did not ride it until I was in college, which is just crazy. But I think if you've watched the channel, you're not surprised by that information. But I worked there during my DCP, and I literally was like, I felt at home. when I walked back through, and I just loved it. So I was happy to go on it again.
So all in all, good to see you again, Rock and
back,
Roller Coaster. Welcome back.
Did we update them about the weather?
I think so. You guys.
Weather.
Uh,
It's looking bleak.
It's looking bleak, which means Slinky Dog might be down by the time it's our time to ride. You want to take bets on whether or not when we come out of Star Tours, if all of a sudden the weather's completely changed?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance it'll be pouring by the time we finish up on Star Tours. But don't worry, I already have a backup plan for the second most popular ride in Hollywood Studios.
Vacation fun. Hey, can I also tell you that I'm regretting our ABC commissary choice?
Why?
I just looked at Backlot. I was like, oh, those chicken fingers are like calling my name.
Honestly, I've never had as many chicken fingers in my life as I did during Mega Week.
Oh my gosh, we had so many chicken fingers.
And they were so good.
Chicken fingers was the Hall of Presidents of Mega Week.
It really was. It was so famous, iconic, that girl. No one was doing it like her.
That's right. Hey, we're gonna ride Star Tours though. That's our next lightning lane. Oh, and there's the storm. Woo.
Hey girl. No, it's okay.
No, it's fine.
Just like come back later.
Star Tours is a motion simulator attraction where you hop into your very own Star Speeder, and it's piloted by C-3PO. Well, it's not supposed to be piloted by C-3PO, but he ends up in the cockpit, and things go awry. You end up being recruited by the Resistance, and it takes you on a whole adventure. Now, what's cool about this is that the scenes are randomized, so you could get scenes from the prequel, the original trilogy, or the new trilogy. Also, recently added were some of the new Disney Plus franchises like Andor and Ahsoka and The Mandalorian. Row 1! It's been a while since I've been in Row 1 for this.
I don't know the last time I was in Row 1 for this, to be honest with you. But,
I'm gonna be honest.
you love it.
If you don't buy that hat right now, we're not friends. Whoa, this is next. It is about to absolutely open up. So Slinky Dog. So because we still have an hour before our Slinky Dog dash lightning lane, and we're not sure what's gonna happen weather-wise. We're gonna actually head into Baseline Tap House, and we're gonna get some like snackish dinner things ish.
Neither of us are really hungry. ABC was pretty filling.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising.
And we had a later lunch because we had kind of like a breakfast, which
We had a late breakfast.
a late breakfast.
Which was really
Yeah.
Just been small snacks.
Small snacks. I don't know if you can see that. Wow. Okay.
I am showing you his BTS. Yep, I'm ready. Go ahead. He really wanted to film some content in the rain, so he's literally walking outside just so I can film him through the windows because I told him I'm not doing it. So what we were going to do, we had told y'all like, oh, I think we're gonna get some snacks here, and then we were like, honestly, Backlot is right there. He had mentioned the chicken fingers. Let's just go split some chicken fingers, even though we're not that hungry. And we ordered our drinks and turned around, and that was happening. So now us and everyone else in Hollywood Studios is here in Baseline. I went with my classic. It's the Bloody Orange Heart Cider. And you have?
I like showing everybody that not only can you get the specialty cocktails here, the specialty beverages, and what is it called, like beer?
Like on tap?
Yeah, like
things on tap?
Yeah, the things on tap. I don't drink beer. Just the things on tap, all the nice craft beers. But I like to show you that you can. It's actually it's a full bar, it's a limited bar, but you can grab whatever you want. So if you want a rum and coke or whiskey ginger, that's what I grabbed. I grabbed a whiskey ginger because we've been talking a lot. Ginger ale is good for my voice.
So we are going to be in here for, I think, a minute.
Yeah, it is slowing down, but not enough for.
Not enough to justify Slinky Dog.
Yes.
Which is probably not happening this evening, but hey.
No, you ever ridden Slinky Dog in the rain?
I haven't. Well, that's not true. I probably have. I mean, we'll find out. We're gonna see. We're gonna play it by ear.
But until the charcuterie board.
We grabbed a charcuterie board, several cheeses, some grapes, some gherkin, 2 types of meat, and some crustinis. Crustinis. I almost said crustaceans.
And some crustaceans.
And some crustaceans.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Crustacean.
Correct.
Thank you. Updates. We finished our charcuterie. It was delicious. I think great for the price.
I think so as well. We finished our beverages.
We finished our beverages, and we actually got a table. The rain has started to slow down, but it's still raining pretty hard.
And it's definitely, we've seen some lightning, and there's no way
It's
Slinky.
not open.
I'd be shocked if it came open in the time when we were supposed to ride it.
Yeah, so our next thing is Millennium Falcon, which we have just a little bit of time until that starts.
Yeah.
So if Slinky opens, amazing. If it doesn't, we're going there.
But that's something important to know, especially for this crazy Florida weather, and especially during the summer, is you're likely going to run into those 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, those like really, really bad torrential downpours, lightning.
Happens once a day.
Yeah, lightning, thunder, and it only lasts for I think maybe 1 to 2 hours, and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
But if
Have your rain gear.
yeah, have your rain gear, but also know that if you really want to ride an outdoor coaster attraction, you might want to lean into that first thing because you might lose your opportunity. We've decided to head on out. The sun is coming out. Can you feel a brand new day? Anybody?
Nope.
It's The Wiz? Oh my gosh, you've never seen The Wiz, Emma?
Like a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. The sun is coming out. We are going to head towards Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. If something happens from now, from the moment we walk through Galaxy's Edge, we're going to continue to check our phones, and maybe Slinky Dog Dash will go up, but the day is not over.
No, we got some time.
Pilot, gunner, engineer.
I always want to be pilot.
Me too.
But we're 2 grown adults, so typically if there are kids,
Then we say, hey, listen, you're not old enough to drive.
respectfully, I'm gonna do better at this.
Do you see how gorgeous this? Like the sun, like the clouds above, and the sun slowly going down, just hitting like the rocks just right, the spires just right. Wow.
I mean, it feels incredible. The temperature.
The temperature is lovely. We got kind of the lights coming on. Like look how gorgeous that looks. This is the Galaxy's Edge I can get onto. We just saw the most insane lightning. Yeah, there's no way Slinky Dog is going back up. So we are headed directly to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is a motion simulator attraction where you get to hop into the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon and fly it on a secret mission with Hondo Anaka, who is a scoundrel. Now we typically always ride single rider because it has one of the best single riders. Like we only wait really 5 minutes anytime we're in the single rider line, but we have lightning lanes, we get to ride together, which never happens, so we're very excited, especially because you get assigned different roles. This is more of a video game than just a motion simulator attraction. Island. Emma, we're home. So we are literally quickly walking to Aliens Rolling Saucers. And then it'll be time for Rise of the Resistance, and we will see. Slinky Dog is still down. I wonder if they'll give us a redemption, and if we can still make it.
We'll see.
We'll
We're
see.
playing it by.
Don't get me wrong, Disney World during the day is always gorgeous, has great views, but there's something about. My preference is also Disney World at night. Just the way that everything is lit up. It's like Vegas. But Disney World.
It's Disney. It's just gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, and like all the signs, all the different lighting, the gobos. I love it all.
It is not. Ryan, take it all back.
I get it now, Fry. I get it. We are headed back to Galaxy's Edge. No. It's reversed. Wow, it's so smooth.
I love this poncho.
Like rock and roller coaster. We're headed back to Galaxy's Edge for one final time for our final ride of the night, Rise of the Resistance. It is crazy lightning out, and there's no way, Slinky Dog. No, there's no way. So I think we're gonna cut our losses and say, Slinky, it's been real. We will come back for you another day. But remember what we said, if you are nervous about that weather and you really want to do one of those outdoor coasters, definitely aim for it first thing in your day. But now, one of my favorite, I think if not my favorite ride for narratively, for storytelling. We're going on Rise of the Resistance, which is about overall, it's about I would say like a 30-minute experience from when you enter your first pre-show all the way to you getting off the ride. You're being taken by the First Order. It's the most you can feel like you've actually been put in the middle of a Star Wars movie. It takes place during the newer trilogy, so Rey and Kylo and General Hux. You're being taken by the First Order, and the Resistance is helping you escape from a Star Destroyer. What will happen? Let's go! What a successful day.
I am so excited about the amount of lightning lanes we got today.
Oh my gosh, so many.
The fact that we got all of the big ones, the only ones we did not get were for shows which we made that choice because we did not have to wait in line.
Right.
And
We still technically got Slinky
we
Dog
got
Dash.
Slinky, we just didn't get to use it because of the weather,
Sure.
which is out of our hands.
Not on us.
And sometimes that's going to happen on your trip, and that's okay. You just have to be willing to segue a little bit.
And for people who are curious, Phantasmic happens in 2 minutes and we're still in Galaxy's Edge. So I think it's a safe bet. We're going to call it a night. We've done so much today.
Sorry, my hands in my punch. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready.
Overall thoughts about multi-pass before we peace out.
Overall, I was pleasantly surprised today, especially considering we only got to make them 3 days in advance.
Yeah.
I think it's very similar to the previous system. If you really want to maximize it, you need to be on your phone a little bit more than you would like.
Yep.
However, I was on my phone a lot less than I have been on stressful Genie days.
Yeah.
So I think I'm eager to see how the system changes and how it grows, but I think successful perfect day.
We're learning. It's a learning process, so hang out with AllEars.net. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now, if you want to go learn more about Lightning Lane Multipass, Quincy has a crash course video up on the channel right now.
Bye.